Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I am Whitney and I am here today to share my Italy sewing plans part 2. So today we're going to be talking about a few items that I'm going to be making just for the trip in general, like everyday wear, and talking a little bit about that. But before we get into that, today is Friday, which means we have a Feature Friday pattern. I know that we just finished the Left Notions big sale last week, but the Feature Friday is still happening. In today's pattern that is $5 today only is the lyric dress. It's a dress and top, and it also, there's a little girl's pattern that goes with that, and I can't think of the name of it, but those are on sale today, $5 today only. I have made a lyric before. It was a Sew the Look that I did a little while ago. I'll pop a picture of the dress here. A white linen dress. It's just a fantastic pattern, button up, kind of a quarter circle skirt, maybe a little more than A-line skirt, but it makes a great little peplum top as well. It does come with the cup sizes, and yeah, it's a lovely little pattern. So it is $5 today only. It'd make a great little summer sundress as we get into the warmer months if you're in the northern hemisphere, or you can add a sleeve and make just a nice little button-up dress for the cooler months. Okay, let's start talking about, we've been talking about Italy, I feel like forever. You guys are gonna be like, go on the trip already, geez. But just a little recap of sewing. So I am almost finished with my son. I do still have to do the blazer, but I think I'm going to just buckle down next weekend. I don't have anything going on next weekend, and just really spend all day Saturday, other than church on Sunday, all day Sunday, getting that blazer done for him. I think it'll be better if I can just sit and just do it in like one fell swoop. So that's all I have left for him. My daughter, I have 2 outfits. None of her stuff is finished yet, but her leggings just need a hem. I need her to try it on. The 2-piece set that I made for her, I just need her to try it on and make sure that the elastic is good. Oh, sorry, my eyeball. Allergies are killing me. Just make sure that the elastic is good before I finish the waistband off on the skirt, because it's a knit pull-on skirt. And the top is completely done. And then I'm currently sewing up the dress for the wedding that she's going to wear right now as a sew-along. So that is kind of where I am with her. And then with myself, of my 3 dresses for the occasion, I have 2 that are completely finished. Love them both. And then the third one is cut out, fused, ready to go. So I'll be able to work on that next week. So I'm doing really well with my sewing. I'm feeling like I'm in a good spot with all of that stuff with the occasion wear that we have going on for us. So I just have, I think, just 4 things, possibly a 5th, that I want to make up. I've been kind of going through my closet and pulling things. I'm going to be going with a color palette, of course, and I'm going to try and take as little as possible, mostly because I want to have room to bring stuff back. And I just find I just find that the less I bring, it's just easier to get dressed in the morning if I go with a plan. I've sat down, we're going to be gone for 2 weeks almost. I've sat down and written out every single day and kind of the general plan for each of those days. You know, like on the day that we go to the Vatican, I know that I'm going to need my knees and my shoulders covered because we're going to go into the Sistine Chapel and all of that. Whereas on the day we go tour the Colosseum, I can just wear, a sleeveless top or a dress or whatever and be a little bit more casual, I guess. So anyway, I've kind of gone through so that I can kind of plan out my outfits accordingly, and everything I'm taking is going to be able to mix and match so that I can get as much wear out of each of them. I'm also trying to figure out a good way to rewear clothes. I think it's going to be, we were kind of looking at the weather a little bit. It's typically like 80s. So similar to what the typical weather is around here as well. It'll probably be a little bit more humid maybe, especially as we go to the coast, because we're going to see Pompeii and we'll be over there. We're going to Venice. So we are going to be close to water, and I'm assuming it's going to be humid the closer you are to the ocean or to the seas. So anyway, planning accordingly for that. So that's kind of my plan. I'm not completely ironed out everything I'm taking, but as of right now, I'm thinking one pair of pants, 3 or 4 tops, a couple of shirts that can be worn as tops or as like a jacket or an overshirt, and then the rest dresses. So that is kind of my thought process, and I'm still ironing out what pair of pants I want to take so that everything is pretty cohesive. But let me talk you through what I am planning on making. So let's start with the bottom of the pile, actually. So the first thing that I would really like to get up, made up, are the 2 tidal dresses. And I showed you guys these in the Love Notion, during Love Notion sale week, these 2 pontes that I got from Fabric Mart. I'm trying to remember now where. So I'm going to be recreating my short sleeve above the knee tidal out of this one. And then I'm also going to make a sleeveless maxi tidal out of this one. So I would like to take both of those on the trip because a t-shirt dress is just a no-brainer. I can layer a shirt on over it, or even a t-shirt if I wanted to make it look like a skirt. I just think there's a lot of options with both of these. So I do, and these will make up super quick because they're knit, and it's a pretty quick dress to make up. So, and I already have it fitted to me. Like, this is going to be easy. So I am going to be making my 2 titles, and you guys have already seen both of those fabrics, and you'll see definitely a color story here. I'll also do a video on, oh, sorry, Gidget. I'll also do a video on what I'm packing. It'll probably be a combo because I'm going to film an outfit of the day while I'm over there. So it may be a combo of, this is what I'm packing, and then you can see it in action with my outfits of the day. But I will show you exactly how I'm packing in a video. It'll probably be after we're back, though, and all that kind of stuff. But I am going to film all of that footage. Okay. Next, the other 2 things I want to make are 2 over shirts, things that can be worn as top or a dress, or that can also be worn as a jacket. So the first one, I'm very excited about this. So as many of you know, I have just wrapped up my first online digital class. It was a pattern fitting 101 class. And in that class, I fitted style arc patterns onto my body because I wanted a pattern where I had to do kind of a lot, not a lot, but had to do, a sizable amount of things. I had to do a full bust adjustment and stuff like that on the pattern just as examples for that class. So long story short, I now have a really great fitting woven top, knit pant, and woven pant in Style Arc. So I'm excited to take my own advice and now branch out into a few other patterns from their catalog because I know exactly the adjustments I need to make to all those patterns, what size I need to make, and all that fun stuff. So this fabric, so these next 2 are Style Arc patterns that I'm going to be using. This fabric is a cotton lawn that I got from University of Sewing, maybe back in January or February, but it's Scenes from Rome. And I can't remember if it's called Rome or I can't remember the name of the print, but it's Scenes from Rome in my color palette. So you've got like the greens and the yellows, and then there's the orange that's in here. It's just beautiful, but it's pretty, for being such a lightweight cotton as it is, and it's an Italian cotton, it's an Italian fabric, and I bought the last of it. I bought what was left on the roll when I got this, and I think I have a little over 2 yards, but it's pretty opaque, so I'm not going to have to line it or anything like that. So I'm going to make with this the Style Arc Max Tunic. Now, this is a tunic, but I'm not going to shorten it so that I can wear it as a dress because I'm only 5'2". Alternatively, if you are taller, you could just lengthen this if you're afraid it's going to come up a little too short on you. In fact, I may shorten it at the waist and then add that length back, maybe a little bit more at the hip line, just so the waist is hitting me where it should, but then I still can keep the length of the top to wear it as a dress. So I thought that this, it's got a nice grown-on sleeve. I think it'll be made up really, really quickly, but because it buttons all the way up the front, I can also wear it as a jacket. So I thought this would make a great duster over things, or I could even wear it like over some dresses and tie it at the front. So I'm thinking this would be so cute tied at the waist with both of my titles that I'm making, because these colors, will totally go with both of those dresses. I just think that there's a lot of options here. And I'm thinking the pair of pants I'm gonna take are orange, so this would be great as, I could wear it just as a shirt and tie it in the front, wear it as kind of a, not cropped, but just wear it at the waist with a pair of high-waisted pants, and tie that up, and I think that would be really cute, and I could also just wear it as a dress. So I think this could be a very versatile piece, not only for Italy, but also in my closet going forward. So this fabric is going to be the Max Tunic from Style Arc Patterns, and yeah, I'm very excited about that. I will also do a video showing you and talking you through the adjustments that I make to these patterns, both my occasion dresses that I've made already, as well as, I'll probably break it up into 2 videos, as well as my everyday things that I'm making for this trip. So I'll show you these before I go on the trip, before things get packed up, and talk you through the adjustments I made and all that. But yes, this is gonna be the Max Tunic. And then I really wanted, I have a white button-up shirt or cream in my wardrobe, and I wear it a ton. It's the classic shirt by Liesl & Co. But it's a cotton poplin, like it's a little bit more structured, tailored white button-up. And I really wanted something a little bit more relaxed and comfy, things that I could just like stuff it in the bag to then, put it on if I needed to, if we go into certain places where I have to have my shoulders covered or whatever the case may be, but also something that I could wear by myself or by itself as just a top. But I wanted it to be different enough from that white button-up that it made sense to make another one. So I have decided with this, I bought this, this is a winter white, crinkle double gauze from Minerva. I feel like it's not last summer, the summer before, and it's on a bolt because I just wrapped it up onto a bolt. This is part of my display behind my sewing machine. I'll have to put a different fabric on here. But I had bought this with the thought of doing a button-up shirt with a matching pair of like woven joggers. It was a sew the look that I was really, and I just didn't get a chance to get it made up. I may have bought this at the end of the summer in 2021. So, we're going on 2 years of me having this. And I probably will go ahead and make the matching joggers because I think I have 3 meters of this, which is plenty to do what I want to do. But I'm going to go ahead. I'll wait on the pants till I get back. I think it'd be a fun little cover-up set too. But for this shirt, I'm going to do the Archer button-up shirt. I just think the boxiness of it, and it's cropped. I'll probably lengthen it because I don't want it to be too cropped on me. And I know when I made the Monty shirt dress, that cropped shirt, while it's adorable on my daughter, it was a little too cropped for me, like holding it up to my body. I knew it wasn't going to be long enough for what I wanted. So I could always take the length back off. So I'll probably add, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so to the body of the Archer. But I just think that this would be such a nice and relaxed button-up shirt. So I could wear it as is, or I could wear it as like a little crop jacket almost over. This is shorter, so I probably won't be able to like tie it or anything like that, but I think it'd be so cute worn either. I think it would be really cute actually over either my titles, for instance, or even I think I'm going to take my Linux with me, but it would be cute buttoned up and just loose cropped over those dresses that are, that go in at the waist and then come back out again. I think that could be really cute, and I'll play around with styling before I go, but I want something different, so I thought this would be an absolutely adorable Archer button-up shirt. So that is what this is going to become. And then again, I'll make some pants, some sort of a pull-on woven pant with the rest of this to have like a matching set. So maybe I will go ahead and do that sew the look from a couple years ago. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's what this was always intended to be. So I'm excited to get that made up. And then finally, this one is just if I have time. So we are just going to wait and see. But I had got, in about the same time, a couple of different viewers sent me fabric that was in their stash that they wasn't in their color palette, and just asked if they could send it to me, which was so kind. And this is a piece from one of those viewers. This is a silk charmeuse, and actually it's made in Italy as I'm looking at the selvage here. But look at the colors on this. Is this not so me? And this goes so well with the color palette I have going on. Now I only have, I think, a yard of this, but it's wide. It's like 54 inches wide. But I thought a little top could be so cute, especially if I take the orange pants. So if I did like a little a sleeveless top out of this, that could be a lot of fun. So I don't know if that looks like maybe a sleeveless Love Notions Cadence or a sleeveless Love Notions Harmony maybe, or there's also a sleeveless square necked top with Style Arc. Although I could also take the Cadence from Love Notions and hack it with the neckline from the Salt Whistle. So there's some options. There's some options of things that I could do with this. So we'll just see. I don't want to put too much on my plate, so this may not get made up before we go, but I think it would make a great, sleeveless tank style woven top at some point. And it's silk, and so it just feels beautiful, and it'd be great for layering or wearing as is. So we'll see if this one gets made up. I just think that big scale floral print is so pretty and would just make a really, really pretty sleeveless top. And again, it's really wide. I think I only have about a yard, maybe a meter of it, but it's wide, so I could definitely get a sleeveless top out of that. Maybe even something with a little sleeve, if it was just like a little sleeve. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that one is if I can get to it and if I have time to make that up. But there we have it. Those are my sewing plans for my everyday wear in Italy. Again, I am trying to keep it pretty condensed. And I just pulled a lot of my summer stuff out of my closet, my upstairs closet. And I don't need any more clothes. All these fabrics sitting together on the floor just looked so pretty together, and they can go with some stuff that's already in my closet really, really well. So I think I just really like the idea of being able to take a small number of pieces and make infinite outfits out of them, just as long as I can keep the, I don't want things to get, that outdoorsy smell from being outside and that sweaty smell. I don't want it to be stinky while I'm in Italy, but I also want to try and get as much wear out of the pieces as well. I'm also messy. I'm constantly getting things on myself. So I'm hoping that because quite a few of the outfits I'm kind of planning, the second time I wear them are going to be with that white overshirt as like a jacket or just worn as a shirt. So hopefully I don't get anything. I'll take some Tide sticks with me in case I need to do any laundry in the sink. But if you guys have any tips, if you've traveled overseas or, something where you're trying, or if you just travel period where you pack really small, what are some tips for cleaning your clothes in hotel room sinks? What do you guys have for me? Any tips for packing light, but being gone, because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, but packing light? Give me all your tips. I would really appreciate it because I'm trying to be better about packing light so that it's easier for us to, although we're staying at one hotel, so, I'm not like moving around with my luggage a lot, but still, I'd like to pack light so that it's easier for me to schlep my suitcase around, but also I can bring some souvenirs back, if I do a little fabric shopping, which we all know I will, to have some room in my suitcase still for all of that. Okay, that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I have so much sewing to do still, but it feels good to be back at my sewing machine and enjoying that. Sunday we will have part 1 of the, I can't think of what the number is. Sorry, I just looked at the number. The number, the M8361 sew along, the dress that I'm making for my daughter. We are going to have part 1 of that up on Sunday, and that's just going to be, we're going to be talking about fabric. It's going to be collecting our supplies. I'm using a border print, so I'm going to talk you through how I cut that out, and how I was kind of thoughtful about that. And then yes, the supplies, and show you what I did to the pattern. I just did a full bust adjustment on there for her. So walking you through all of that. So we aren't doing any sewing on Sunday, but we are prepping the pattern. So that will be up on Sunday. All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I hope you get lots of sewing in this weekend, or able to steal a little time for yourself some point during the weekend. And I will see you guys again on Sunday. Bye.